Well, welcome to the Northern Farms. This is my first YouTube video. Thank you for joining, thank you for clicking, coming to see what's up. I am on the Northern Farms. I have got myself a little rented house and I am here to do some farming, very much so. So we start off with a little bicycle and 300 pounds in the bank. I take inspiration from quite a few YouTubers and I will explain more about this video series as we go. First off, we only have 300 pounds, so we're going to make some money doing some contracts. And then the plan is to purchase a small plot of land and develop that for ourselves. So, trying to mix quite a bit of realism into the series. I am going to access things like the contract menu and prices of goods, selling prices and all of those tabs and growing seasons and all. I'm going to access where I am as if I'm accessing it on my phone. I think it's quite realistic these days to be able to do that. However, I will be completing contracts or handing them in at the local pub, just so that we get to see a bit of the map. That's why I'm doing this, is to have a look at what this beautiful map has to offer. So I'll explain that more later. I have already looked through the contracts, and the Field 64 harvesting contract seems quite appealing. It's quite simple. It's a wheat contract. We will have to borrow the equipment, and we will do that now. We'll go to the field and harvest it. So let's borrow the items for Gianna Hartman. Field 64. If we go to the map, my little house is up here in the northwestern corner of the map, and Field 64 is over here, so it's quite a drive. So let's head over and see what we've got for ourselves. Yes, this is me. You'd think I've never ridden a bicycle before. However, this bicycle is... Oh, car. There's a bicycle coming here, man. Give some space. Okay. So this bicycle is very interesting in that it can go up to 55 kilometers, 50 kilometers. So I put the speed limit at 15 kilometers, and seeing as it will take us quite a while to get to the field, I will jump. I'll do a jump cut. I'll have to jump cut. I don't want to just skip to the field, but we'll have to do a jump cut. Because this, I feel, is a road we are going to be taking quite a lot of. And then while harvesting, I will also explain a bit more of the series and my intentions with this YouTube channel. So, there's the grain services. I think that is where we need to deliver to. So we'll definitely be seeing more of this road in this episode and moving forward. Right, we'll see you at Field 64. Alright, so here we are at Field 64. To our right, looks like they're all ready for us to go. It is a beautiful countryside. I am, as anyone can probably guess, I am not from the UK, I'm not from England. But the maps are just so beautiful. The countryside is just so beautiful, and this one really looks like a beautiful map. So I'm quite excited to get into it. Let's open up and see what we've got here. This is the wheat field. Let's pull our bicycle out of the way of the road. Gonna have to close that gate to harvest, so let's do that, and then might actually just leave our bicycle on the side over here. Cool. Let's get started with our wheat harvest, and then when we're harvesting I'll tell you more about my plans. Okay, beautiful sunflowers. Okay. Ooh, that's beautiful. Nice roar of the harvester's engines. Let's unfold, and then we can lower. Let's see what there is to see. Cool, let's get going. Alright, first cut of the first series. Very exciting. Okay, I am not very good at cab view harvesting unless GPS is activated. I see there is GPS in this one, which is fine, but let's zoom out and see what field we have to harvest. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying at the intro at the beginning, I do get inspiration from quite a number of YouTubers. Obviously there are the very popular ones. Dagwin was actually my first YouTuber that I watched do and play Farming Simulator, and then Scroft's Farmhand series is by far the best role-playing series. I really enjoyed Dagwin's role-play series. His originals, first seasons and all, they were really good. They were very innovative, and you cannot take that away from him. But Scroft's storytelling is just, it's better than series on Netflix. So obviously that's keeps the interest in the game going. And then I got the inspiration for this map from Mr. Sealy P. His map reviews and mod reviews are often very tantalizing, very well produced, very well made, well thought out. But the most inspiration to actually start a YouTube channel, start recording my gameplay, comes from quite a small channel guy called Rusi, who is just playing Farming Simulator. He has his own little story role play, very interesting, quite enjoy it, and his let's plays, I suppose you could call him that, they're really interesting. His realistic series actually got me thinking maybe I should do this, and take a bit more of a challenge when I play. So this is me taking Farming Simulator to another level for myself. Been playing since 2017, and I enjoy the quality of life mods that PC Farming Simulator can bring you. I'm not particularly good at bale stacking. I'm not particularly good at axle trailers. They're the worst in my opinion. But so I normally use a lot of the lumberjack mod hand tool. I use auto loading trailers for bales. So I thought, hey, let's give this a go to be a bit more realistic. So I must shout out to Rusi. Go and have a look at his channel if you if you don't know it, if you don't know about it, his strictly real series is really impressive. Whoa, a tree in the field? That's a bit tough. That's a bit tough. Let's go to... oh my word. Okay, talk about real. No, that's fine. We move on. Yes, Rusi's channel is very inspiring to take a bit more of a challenge in the game, the way the game can be played. And yeah, I just thought, hey, I've done a lot of my own map playthroughs. Often you find a new map and you go, hey, that looks cool, and then I almost always just abandon the map I was on. So as a challenge to myself, and in a way a challenge to give this map a really good go, I am recording it and putting it on YouTube for the fun of it. Really, if you find this interesting, great, awesome, stick around. It'll be cool to develop a little bit of a community, but for the most part I'm here to have fun. And oh, watch out for my bicycle. And I hope that you have fun joining me on this journey on YouTube videos. My channel is called Hulock Games, because I don't just play Farming Simulator. I enjoy a number of other games, from Age of Empires 2 to RPG games like Skyrim. I've played quite a bit of the Hogwarts Legacy. I enjoy Dota with my friends every now and then. I do enjoy management games when I have time. I enjoy any of the Anno series. Anno 1800 is always a good one to get the brain going. So it's called Hulock Games because I don't see myself just recording Farming Simulator. However, if that's why you're here, if that's what you enjoy, it will most likely be 90 to 95% of the content on this channel. Just thought about other games I enjoy, like Frostpunk. I enjoy watching, shout out to Navarius, his channel. He's more of the strategy management games like Anno 1800 and Frostpunk. His playthroughs and his mega city playthroughs are also really impressive and inspirational and really relaxing content. So if you're looking for relaxing content on YouTube, I would definitely recommend them. Anyway, that's the first headland done, and moving on to the second one. I think that's all for now. I will save further plans for the explanation of the plans for this series. I think when we are done with the harvesting, I'll do a second headland and then go up and down. Jump into a short time lapse. These small fields are nice. They allow you to do quite a few things without it taking a whole lot of time. So, whoa, I must concentrate on what is happening. I knew we were getting close to the end, and then I got busy looking at the scenery around me. Alright, let's go get the tractor and trailer. Let's see what the setup they've got for us, and then I'll jump into a time lapse. Oh, I've got to run all the way around this field. Shoot, crows. I suppose there's no point in chasing you now. What's on the ground is on the ground, hey? And we're not doing straw, though I don't have a baler to do straw to pick it up with, so there's no point in making the swaths if it's just gonna stay on the field. Might as well put the nutrients back in the ground. Alright. Class Axion 650. Nice and strong. Looks like we have an accelerated trailer. That's going to be fun. I must say I have installed the axle blocking mod. As I say, there are some quality of life mods that I just feel for my gameplay I don't want to bother with reversing articulated, that's the word, articulated trailers. So let's remove that cover. So yes, whoa, into the grain we go. That's a beautiful sight, eh? So yes, that's one of the mods I do have activated. I do have the lumberjack mod activated, although I will limit myself to its usage. It's more for when you get stuck in traffic or up a tree, you know, these things happen, and that is more for why I have those mods installed. This is going to be a couple of runs to, where do we have to deliver this? I can't remember. I think it was the grain accepted contracts. There we go. Northern Grain Service number 2, and that is this one. So yes, we passed the Northern Grain Service on the way down, number 2. So that's going to be quite a drive. Looks like we're gonna have to, I don't know, I'm not keen to use a helper straight away, especially with only 300 pounds in the bank, but maybe I'll jump cut the travel, I don't know, we'll see. Hey, my first video, I'm new to this. If you have made it this far and you have some tips and advice, I'm always willing to accept helpful, kind tips and advice and comments. Please, let's help each other learn. Okay. I think now I'll put this into a time lapse, and unless I think of anything that needs to be said, taking a line from Rusi's videos, but yes, if there's anything I need to say, I will cut you back in. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the scenery, and I hope you enjoy a bit of music and farming. Right, I thought I would jump back in here for the drive back so that we can enjoy the scenery in a vehicle that does a bit more than 15 kilometers per hour. And on the drive I thought I might just explain a couple of other things to do with this series specifically. So we are running seasons, and we are also running precision farming. The plan is to run 3 days a month. I find that for me is the most enjoyable. In winter it can become a bit tedious, and that's okay. It's a nice farm. Looks like it's set up for pigs. Cool. Might be interesting for future plans. So we have 3 days per month, but I'm not going to be very strict about it. If it comes to winter and there's nothing to do, there's no point in playing around for 3 days of nothing to do. We keep the series going, we move forward to the next month. I don't have much of a problem with that. So that's 3 days per month, and I'd like to keep the time at ×10, but that might be too fast, especially if we are having to cart across the map, because for me it would, a harvest you would want to get done in a day. At least a field that size to me seems like that would be a day's job. Maybe one person it would have to be 2 days job realistically, but we'll see. Also let me know what you guys think, what you play, what you experience. Northern Grain Services. I hope there's no one behind me. This is our spot. I should have turned my indicator on now. I believe that is number 2. Northern Grain Services 2. I wonder if you can go in this way. Yes, let's go in and find out. If we look at the map, Northern Grain Services 2 is the one on the closest to the road. So I'm going to assume, or let's just get out and have a look. I'm going to assume, well, that's very helpful. Okay, well, let's hope, well, we'll aim for this one, and let's hope it's the correct one. I'm sure it is. I wonder what will happen if we actually mark it on the map. Ah, great, cool. Oof, big tractor. So let's see what happens here, and then on the way back I'll explain some more of our settings. That wasn't too bad actually as I drive from the field. Okay, start overloading the wheat. I'm assuming we're tipping up back. So that should be, let's view it from here. Yes, and that should then, if it sends our money up, then we're in the wrong space. That's looking promising. Go to the contract, it should reprogress 56. Great, so we are on 53. We are on the right track, we are on the right route. Nice and tight. Oh, I better be able to get out of here. As I said before, articulated trailers are not my fun time. I find them fascinating in real life, and people who are able to, I mean, truck drivers and I suppose farmers every day, they're dealing with trailers like this. I am very impressed with their abilities. So, on our way back to our field, let's have a look. You might have noticed that the trailer wasn't fully full to the top. I thought, hey, as part of the challenge, let's use the in-game trailer limits. Now, I've found them annoying to begin with, but as I said, this is supposed to be a challenging series, somewhat challenging. I'm not going all out realism, and this is not a start from scratch survival series. It's just some challenges, and one of those challenges is the trailer load limit, which in this trailer wasn't too bad. Not too bad. Some of them it's like 50, I suppose it depends what you're transporting, but 50% of the trailer, that's when it becomes frustrating, but realistic, I suppose. Please also give me feedback on the cab view. I am playing with a mouse and keyboard, so the having to go around corners and things does end up being jerky a bit, I find. But if it's okay, then that's great. If not, just let me know. Can't do much about it, but I can definitely be more aware of it in recording. Right, maybe then I'll do less cab view and more outer cab view, I suppose. I'm set up to receive here because there was grain left in, but I don't know if I'm going to. I might as well empty the harvester. Cool. He says, and then can't line up the pipe. Let's get ready to go. Okay, we're going to finish this field this evening, and we'll see you at the end of it. Right, that's the harvest pretty much finished. There is that one patch, there it is. I was not expecting it to get dark so soon. I suppose it is autumn, so don't know what I was expecting, but great. So for this first episode, I think we are going to unload. We can turn that off. We're going to unload the harvester, and I think we're going to leave it at that, because look, recording in the evening, working in the evening can be beautiful, but working in the darkness is not that great for the videoing. So I wanted to finish the harvest, and then we will unload here, and in the next video we will deliver the goods, collect the contract, so you can see that process, and we can discuss my plans. So there is a plot that I would like to purchase and develop. It's not a very big plot, and the soil doesn't seem like it's that great, so it will be the build a house and yard for equipment type of plot, maybe a greenhouse to begin with. And there we go, that's it. Another 17,000 liters, that's great. So we'll discuss that in the next video. I'm not sure if you heard that. We'll discuss that in the next video. And let's turn those lights off, and let's fold the poor harvester up and shut off, and then we will start the next episode right about here. Thank you very much for joining. We'll go have a look at this plot. I'm excited for. We'll see how much it costs, and we'll see. Probably have a couple more contracts that we can do in September that will get our money set up for the heading into winter and things to do then. Well, for the first video, if you have made it to the end, thank you very much. I hope that it has been worth it. I hope it has been enjoyable. Certainly a new experience and an enjoyable experience for me to see two beautiful pieces of machinery, and then this, it's like a crimson sunset. Thank you very much for joining. Cheers for now.